Okay, so now I'm going to export my mesh. As you see, I've kept the romance favor, and that will be for the actual romanced version. And you can do a little tweaking because I believe it's going to clip a little bit when you export it, but it shouldn't clip too much. So I'm going to select every mesh that I want to export. You have to have every mesh you need to export with it selected. So this is the main mesh. So I'm going to right click the skin and right click the necklace, and this will be the unromanced variant. Export mesh. So I'm going to name it BDY is okay. Go to XML to MSH and save it as BDY is .msh.xml. Export mesh and then export HF. Alright, BDY is MH. BDY is and now to do the romance version, I'm going to select the romance favor. BDY is Zab. BDY is zab.msh.xml. Export mesh. And you don't have to export both of them. You could just export the second one and then rename and save a second copy. I'll explain a little bit more in a second, but this is just going to be easier on me. So, export that mesh. And there's our mesh files. There's the romance and unromanced variant, and then there's the msh.xml files, romance and unromanced. Now you're gonna need to open up your command prompt. I don't know what it is on Mac, I'm so sorry, but you open this up and then you need to enter the file path. I actually have mine saved in this little write-up that I'm gonna also post with it. So you copy, I can copy mine. This will be my file path to my converter. If you have it still stored in your Steam directory or Origins directory for your Ultimate Edition, then it'll be something more like C users program files x86 blah blah blah, or C users your name program files blah blah blah. So once I have that, I hit enter, and that'll just tell the command prompt which folder it's going to be running in, and then take this line. The next line you're going to enter is graphics processor msh space minus symbol platform space PC space mmd to GFF, and then you're just gonna type in your mesh files. We had BDY is msh.xml, provided everything went right when you hit enter. Successfully processed one file. Now I can just hit the up arrow key and type in a B there, and there we go. We have two MSH files, and now we go to MMH and we take this, and that's a lot easier copy. So now we delete all these extra little things, take these two, and we paste them here. The folder hierarchy you're going to want is the name of your mod folder, and then you're going to have art, characters, player character, variable, and then in that variable folder, like my variable is human female, but if you're doing a male mesh, it'll be human male. If you're doing an elf male mesh, it'll be elf male, and so forth. So first thing you're going to do, oh, also, because I have an issue where it goes glowy white, I like to pull my meshes into Lightwave. Oh, there's my old file, so don't save. I like to pull them into here, and then select everything, set smoothing, file, export to BioWare, and I just re-export again. There's no promise that you're gonna have the glowy thing happen to you. It's likely you won't. So don't stress too much about it, and if you do, you didn't do anything wrong. And don't worry, because Amy's going to be working on a fix. But until then, you know, you can run it through Blender again. You can try running it through another version of Blender, through Milkshape, through Autodesk, through whatever you can find. And just don't worry, just don't panic. You didn't do anything wrong. So now we have our converted mesh files. And oh, hold on, I need to check something. Alright, sorry, I'm just trying to keep an eye on time, and I don't, okay, 5 minutes and 40 seconds, so I got 5 minutes, so I'm going to run through editing one of these MMH files for you, and one of these MSHs. So for this, you need to change these variables to something that the game can read. So we're going to change the skin to armor M1, the body to body M1, and the necklace to armor M2. And I think the ones that it has are armor M1, armor M2, body M1, body M2, and then clothes M1, clothes M2, and then it goes down to gloves, boots, arms, not arms, gloves, boots, hairs, that sort of stuff. You don't really need to worry about the gloves or the boots right now, but if you have a mesh that's got its own gloves included, or if you're exporting a 3-part mesh, you need to name the gloves M1, boots M1, that sort of stuff. So save our mesh file, and then just like with that, with our MMH, it's a little bit more complicated editing, because first off, this line, when you have multiple sub-objects, or you have any sub-object, you're going to align like this. You're going to cut, and it's going to be pasted at the bottom. When you have an armor that has skin and you want it to be tintable, like if you're making a standalone or you're making something for the little baby hawks, you need to have the tintable object, the skin at the top. So armor M1, and you're also going to make sure that the MMH name and the mesh group name are the same. And then up here, we're going to name it, we're going to put in art \characters \player character \human female \save. And then we're going to see this and paste it right there. And when you're done writing in the box, you do need to hit save, or it won't save when you do it. So, and then we can just copy this line for when we're doing our material object and material library. Just keep an eye on the time at 2 minutes. Alright. So material object, material library, just like with MMH and MMH mesh group name, these two lines need to be the same. So because this is a skin, and she's going to have her own skin directory, we're going to type in skin Bella. Save. Skin Bella. Save. And I'm just going to copy this again. And then body 1, save. And then just do the same across all these lines. And then just make sure to save it as an MAO that you're going to be able to remember. 2, save. Alright. We're going to actually name this as NKL Bell, because it's shorter and it's cuter. Alright, and I'm going to stop this one, and next one we will show you how to do MAO editing.